regional city stance. The fact that four of Afghanistan's neighbors have spoken unanimously against Afghan soil being used by militants should send a strong message to the ruling Taliban. Full stop. The foreign ministers of Pakistan, Iran, Russia and China, meeting on the sidelines of the 80th UNGA last week, have issued a joint statement calling for Afghanistan to be free from terrorism and war. Full stop. The quadripartite grouping highlighted various issues in the document, mincing no words about their mutual concern regarding terrorism emanating from Afghanistan. Full stop. It urged the Afghan rulers to take effective, concrete and verifiable actions against terrorism, while adding that militant groups based in the country, such as IS, Al-Qaeda, TTP and BLA, among others, continue to pose a serious threat to regional and global security. Full stop. The grouping also appreciated Pakistan and Iran for hosting Afghan refugees. Full stop. Furthermore, the statement raised concern about narcotics from Afghanistan flowing into the larger region. Full stop. Interestingly, in an apparent reference to US President Donald Trump's desire to retake Bagram Air Base, quadripartite grouping firmly opposed efforts to re-establish military bases in Afghanistan by the countries responsible for the current situation. Full stop. The threat Afghanistan-based militant groups pose to regional states is clear. Full stop. Pakistan has particularly been affected by cross-border terrorism. Full stop. On Friday, security forces said they had neutralized at least 17 terrorists in KP's Kirk district. Full stop. Meanwhile, the Minister of State for Interior told a recent presser that 80% of terrorist attackers are Afghans. Full stop. It is hoped that when Afghanistan's neighbors, particularly China and Russia, speak, the Taliban will listen. Full stop. Moscow is the only state to recognize the Taliban regime, while Beijing has invested hundreds of millions of dollars in Afghanistan. Full stop. Therefore, while Afghan officials may reiterate that their territory will not be used against others, when the foreign ministers of four of Afghanistan's neighbors issue a detailed statement expressing concern about militants based on Afghan soil, denials from Kabul hold little weight. Full stop. If the Afghan Taliban truly desire recognition and reintegration into the global community, they must first prove that their neighbors will not face threats from inimical actors based on their soil. Full stop. In fact, unless militant activity by groups based in Afghanistan decreases visibly, Kabul's neighbors might consider downgrading ties to the bare minimum, until the Taliban change their tone. Full stop. Equally troubling is the general political climate that feeds this behavior, full stop. India insists on Pakistan's culpability in the Pahalgam terrorist attack, but has yet to provide any compelling evidence, full stop. Its leaders repeat the allegation endlessly, and if that can substitute for proof, full stop. It was this unyielding stance that brought both countries to the brink of nuclear catastrophe earlier this year, full stop. To now see the same rhetoric spilling into cricket is extremely dangerous, full stop. It narrows the space for peace, deepens mistrust, and denies the region any room for optimism, full stop. The Indian cricket team had a chance to show grace in victory, to remind millions that the sport can offer relief when politics fails, full stop. Instead, it left behind not only the trophy it refused to receive, but also a lasting impression of the country's insecurities, full stop. The people of the two countries deserve better, full stop. Their shared love of the game should not be exploited in so crass a manner, full stop.